Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Perspectives with Big Bro. I'm your host, comedian Lonnie.
Nothing Flash.
How you feeling, black man?
Man, just chilling, man. How you doing?
Hey, man, same thing. Ready to get to work.
Okay.
Ready to get to work. Clock in time. Gotta do it again. Gotta double on my hands. Got a double shift.
That's right.
What they saying on the Instagram? We was a little bit before we was talking about all the comments, all the negative comments that we get on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean they be saying all kind of shit, man. Hold on, let me read some of these.
Which I always find so funny. People act like we forcing y'all to tune into this.
Yeah, like you stopped on our shit, heard some shit that you didn't agree with, and instead of saying, you know what though, that's not for me, and moved on. Oh, y'all niggas need to burn y'all microphones.
You know what's funny? They say that the CIA dropped off the microphones, and the women use theirs for music. Cause boy, this female rap is crazy. It's getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah,
I'm waiting to see if somebody gonna catch a body off this, and I don't want this to happen. But everybody beefing with everybody, like it ain't really a whole lot of camaraderie in it. Just like the same way it was with male rap back in the day. Some people was friends, but I'm just saying that like. I don't want none of this to like turn into nothing extra. Like,
yeah, it's getting crazy. Like they keep talking about that Marcus Houston. Oh, he groomed her. He groomed her. Wait a minute. So did he like meet her at 12? She didn't have no parents, and he just rode around every day in his car with like the candy man, giving the candy to him. When you get 17. When you get 19,
this is how you talk to a man.
You're gonna marry me.
This is the things that you're gonna do for me.
Yeah, man.
You know they got all kind of stuff to say. Oh, wait. We got to talk about this though. You seen the girl, Lizzo?
Oh,
did you hear the allegations? The lawsuit?
I heard something. I didn't. All I heard was she was trying to make the girl eat the vagina. I mean the banana.
The sex worker vagina.
I was like, oh
no, but the part that got me was her body shaming her dancers.
So are you too little?
No, if this is not the most ironic thing I have ever seen. As soon as I seen the headline, I was like, I know you fucking lying. Yeah, I know you fucking lying.
They said the girl who was doing her documentary quit. Was like, nah, she a rude, bad person. She just.
But also, I could believe it. I'm not saying everything is probably true. It could have been some stuff that happened in them just having fun and took too far. But I could also believe it.
So you mean tell me that she was someone's boss and she was telling somebody to do stuff in a joking manner? Mm-hmm. You know what? Isn't it? Don't when men do that? Don't they call it?
Man, they call it that. They call it
ASA.
Yeah, that harassment, that assault. That
yeah. In the workplace.
It's just so funny to see like the other side of this.
Yeah, because in all honesty, let's say this: we're not women, so we cannot operate like women. Mm-hmm. But it's unfortunate that the women have a voice that can tell you everything they don't like about us. It's our fault for everything. Mm-hmm. It's our fault for the community being bad. It's our fault for not being good fathers. It's our fault for not being good husbands. Mm-hmm. And whenever we say, well, she wasn't a good wife to me, or she's not a good mom, it's always the issue.
Mm-hmm. Or it's your fault because you picked her.
Yeah.
You didn't do your due diligence. That's what they going to say.
Because everybody can check us, but can nobody check them? Mm-hmm. And the women who check them, they're called pick-me's. Mm-hmm. And the guys who check them have toxic masculinity. Mm-hmm. Masculinity, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. The misogynist.
Oh, yeah, that's one of those buzzwords.
Man, y'all can't even spell it. And yeah, like we were saying, I find it crazy that she is even in this predicament. But it just be like, I don't know if it's like see what I'm saying? Like
power is so masculine.
And I guess my thing about it is because they say that men abuse their power
But women abuse theirs too.
Yeah,
Don't
like
believe,
we
hey,
both.
Hey, don't believe me? Go down to child support.
Oh yeah.
Don't believe me? Go down to divorce court.
What? Bro, you can look at some of the cases on the news. Even if you see them, you know them little videos where like it'd be like women crying saying, "Oh, it did."
Hey, bro, you know,
And they be
hey,
the victim and
you know
stuff?
my session is I
What?
watch
What?
fraternity court.
You got a problem. You gotta get
Dude,
out.
I watch it on
That's
YouTube.
your guilty pleasure?
Like I just watch up like this. I just be watching it.
That'd
Like
be
this.
crazy.
I just be like,
But you know what's funny? Like those, it be shows like that do good, like that thrive. Like, so I be wanting to believe that people want that in their life.
people want the negativity.
Yeah, they don't want good. And I say this all the time. It's just something that always bothers me. It's just like,
Yeah, I mean, just like on our show, you know, like when we post reels and clips, you know, it's a whole 40-minute conversation, not 25 seconds. People take the 25 seconds of whatever we say, clip this up, of whatever we say, and make it a whole premise of our whole conversation.
but my problem is when we say the good stuff,
No one likes it. Even when I said a man got to get on his purpose and he don't need no help. He needs assistance. He need a helpmate, but he don't need nobody to hold his hand through the process. You had so many people arguing back and forth with us. Somebody said, "Oh, that's not right. That's not this. And that's not that." So that leads us to a clip that I found.
play the clip. Roll the clip. It's crazy. It is so crazy.
God is preparing a man for you. Incorrect. Biblically speaking, the Bible says that God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. I'm going to let you sit on that for a couple seconds. God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. So the one God is preparing is you. You have to understand that God prepares you as a woman to come into the life of a man, to be a helpmate, to bring value into his life, to be able to allow him and encourage him to do what God has destined for him to do. But as a woman that is unprepared, what happens is instead of allowing the man to do what God has called him to do, you make it all about you. And you want the man to make you his God. It was never planned that way. It's preparing him.
Shorty, you are scaring the hoes.
Yeah, because and that's what happened, and that's the biggest thing that's in our community. Mm-hmm. No, we actually be walking around here like we supposed to pedestalize the women. We supposed to pedestalize the children. How can something that we created have more than us?
Yeah. It's being a man is so ridiculously like hard and weird, because I'm at the point now where like I'm starting to see a lot of like families and obviously stuff like that, and I'm seeing that like the man literally gets put last in those families. Mm-hmm. Like his contribution is like, it's like not even acknowledged. Like it's just like, oh, you was you like, why would you get thanked for something you supposed to do? Like it type shit.
But the thing is, we thank mothers every day for doing stuff they supposed to do. But this is not a pissing match about who to thank. Everyone should be thankful. Mm-hmm. That's why I said the creation gets more praise than the creator. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just like the other thing that we was looking at.
He still can't be over here acting a fool. If your son acting a fool is affecting us in our household, then either he gotta go or y'all gotta go. I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion. I'm gonna get drugged for it. I'll take the hit. But fellas, y'all know y'all with me on this. So y'all can drag me. I'm totally fine with that. But I'm not dealing with nobody bad kids.
So ladies, this is the issue. When you treat your son like he your man, and then you finally get in a relationship with a man, and you have a full-blown baby boy experience, this is where the roads collide. Because two men can't live in the same house.
No,
it's like two women can't live in the same house. Not for long. It ain't gonna make it for long. Somebody gonna be head of the house. And keep in mind, if you starting young, then you programmed him that early in his youth to think that he your man by telling him he is the man of the house. Mm-hmm. Because there's gonna come a time where you gonna want a real man in your house, but you ain't gonna be able to have it in peace because it's already a man in your house and you crowned him. And now you have to deal with all that comes along with dethroning your son to crown your king.
And that's always a battle. Kings go to war about that. Kings go to war.
Niggas have died for less.
When another king comes into a land and a king is already there, they gotta fight. Still can't be over there.
Niggas have died for less. What you think about that?
Well, he's exactly right. That's why when you meet a woman who has a boy child, a man child, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And when she crowns him king of the house, and well, my son gonna take care of this, and my son the big dog in the house or whatever. When you meet two big dogs can't be in the house. Mm-hmm. Two alphas can't stay together. Mm-hmm. Like two men can't stay together. Like you can't stay in the house. Like that's why men can't be roommates for a long period of time.
You don't think so?
I mean, of course, if they got a goal to do something else, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about as far as a level like a man, his son. A man, because he gonna want to walk in the house. He gonna want to drink out the carton too.
Yeah, so it's
and like two women can't stay in the house because the women they get sassy and grown. They can't do that.
Mm-hmm. And periods sync up.
Yeah,
it's a bad. Woo.
Mm-hmm. Do you see the other thing I sent you about the 44-year-old woman dating the 29-year-old boy, 29-year-old man? She was basically saying that it's like a 15-minute clip, so I won't play it. So it was like she was basically saying like he's a good guy, you know what I'm saying? We have so much fun together, and they do TikToks together and shit. And he got a good job. He's a great provider, and also, you know. But the only problem that she has with him is he's too generous with his money. She doesn't mind when he takes care of her,
of course.
But anything outside of her is a problem. And he may want kids because she's 44 and already have kids, and he's 29 and don't have any kids.
Okay. I just want to say this to all y'all young niggas out there. I know y'all think it's cool getting some of these old women. Y'all link up. They on their second life. Leave them alone. Please leave them alone. I promise you, they ain't got no goodwill for you. Mm. You think it's all because hypothetically, she's 15, 16 years older than you, nigga. You're really her son. Yes,
you're her son. So she want to manage you.
Mm-hmm. But it also becomes easier for you to fall in a position to be managed.
But a lot of those guys, just like I watched the Country Wayne skit, same thing going on with Tasha and the other lawyer. But a lot of those guys fall into that because they have mommy issues. Mm-hmm. And they have parent issues because they had to get out of the mud and they was never parent properly from age 0 to 18. Mm-hmm. Now when they get grown, they make grown decisions, so they're going to go get a grown woman who has attributes of a mother, who is a mother. The thing is, she can't give you no more kids, and she ain't trying to.
So we see that with the Michael Jordan son and girl, we talked about that.
Exactly. She ain't trying to. And it's like, oh, I'm trying to tell him how to act right. And I'm trying to tell, but she can't get a guy her L. And she was like, well, I got 5 streams of income and I live in a penthouse and he want to move in, but I'm telling him right now, he can't live in mine. We got to get something together.
Well, it's not the same when the roles is reversed, y'all.
Yeah, but guess what? But when you read all the comments, it was on YouTube, and they read all the comments, and all the girls were like, "Oh yeah, she's just teaching him. She's just loving on him properly." I'm saying like, but if a 44-year-old man was dating a 29-year-old girl he was dating her since she was 24, he'd be every name in the book. Mm-hmm. Because he's taking advantage of her. He's grooming her.
I hate the way y'all make women sound like they are so helpless. Yeah. Like y'all be putting these emphasis on him, like, oh, he took advantage. Like,
but everything's a choice. Like someone said on one of our reels or whatever, it was having a discussion. Oh, there's no such thing as free will. God didn't give us free will because when you do something wrong, you still gotta be held accountable. Yeah, that is free will. That means you didn't have to do it.
Yeah. You had a choice.
You had a choice whether you did it or not. Like I said one day in one of our shows, I said, yeah, God don't bless no mess. Yeah, it might be a blessing, but it's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
He don't. The word was not for you to ever go through chaos. The word was teaching you how to handle chaos if it comes your way. Not saying that everything gonna be good once you dedicate your life to wherever you want. You know what I'm saying, to the higher power. It was telling you that, hey, you're gonna go through things, but trust me, you got some little extra help to lean on. Than whether you did it if you didn't serve. You know what I mean? But a lot of us, we be feeling like, well, I was here because I sold crack cocaine, because I did crack cocaine because it was available to me. It's available to everybody. I mean, everybody gonna do it. You gotta you have to have a strong will and a strong mind.
Yeah. That's why we preach even being laser focused and being on your purpose. Because if you really on it, can't nothing take you off of it.
Well,
any distraction you
but see, the thing is, but unfortunately, we go through the Samson situation. You know what I'm saying? People do take us from it because we allow them to. We feel like, oh, because people try to tell you, oh, you should have a little fun. Don't take life so serious.
Life is short. You can do it while it's here.
You're a man. You should not live. You should be able to live. You should be able to do both. You should enjoy the fruits of your labor, because you only live once, and you may not have it tomorrow.
Oh man, yeah, bro. I remember when I let go of them older women. I had to come back to this, y'all. I remember dealing with an older woman and me having this idea like, oh, this is like so much more experience. They're gonna be like the best. They're gonna be da da da. She wasn't hitting on that.
She's not gonna be mature like younger girls. And a lot of times, realistically speaking, they be more immature than young girls, because even though they're older, their privilege level higher because they feel like they're older. They feel like, oh, you should listen to what I'm saying, because I been doing this for 30 years. And you only been doing it for 10.
I know more than you.
I know more than you. And I've been married before, and I left my husband, and I did my own thing, and I did X, Y, Z. But somebody's gonna watch them like, oh, Flash, you say the same thing, but it's different between a man and a woman. If I date a younger girl, which I don't date younger girls, but if I date a younger girl, what's the incentive? She getting an incentive because most guys who are my age are established.
Yep. I mean, I even think about that back to like Adam and Eve, the Bible. Like Adam was working, and then Eve came. Like he was established, like, to be able to.
That's why I said God gave you work, then gave you a wife.
Yep.
It's all about the work. When people talk to us on our show, whatever, oh, y'all talking about, I ain't studying what women doing. We all know women gonna do some crazy shit. So the goal is, since you know she gonna do some crazy shit, you should be able to understand and see
and deal with
and know what not to deal with. Know how to walk in your house and put your foot down and run your house.
Yeah. No winning. Yeah. And these are all things you learn along the journey of being a man. But what I'm realizing, and this also pissed me off, is that I feel like that the modern man and the generation behind us, they're like more lost than than the point that we started at. And it's like, it's so many things that just don't compute to them. It's like talking to them is like, you feel like,
I mean,
wow.
yeah, I realized when they was coming up, you didn't have cell phones. The effort was different. Now it's being easy doesn't mean it's better. It's easy. Like I heard a comedian say, man, you know, hey, if you want to take over the world, all you do is write it down and put it in a book. Because these cats can't read cursive.
Yeah.
Or they don't read books.
Yeah. Man. we in such a weird time. That's why I'm like worried about like the state of. I'm like curious to see. I wish I could jump forward like 20 years to see what the state of like humans will be, but like also just black men and black women.
Well, if we keep going the way we're going, man, we're lost, and we're never gonna rebound if we keep going the way we're going, because once again, it's like a gender war. It's like we're beefing with each other for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we telling our kids go get the money, but we're not giving our kids no skill set.
Mm-hmm.
You kids be like 11 and 12 and don't know how to cut no grass.
Boy, can't
And be
do
like,
nothing.
well, I'm making no money, so I don't got to cut it. But until then,
yeah, you still need to.
I don't know much.
So so knowing that, what do you do differently for your son then?
Well, you gotta give them the harsh reality. You gotta teach them like this. Like me and you was talking yesterday, and the difference between, like I said, our race and everybody else's race is we give our kids things. Mm-hmm. They give their kids skills in a little bit of things. Mm-hmm. They teach their kids how to run the family business. Mm-hmm. At least know what to do in case of emergency. We don't. If Big Mama died right now, we don't know nothing to do because it was never discussed. An exit plan was never discussed in our families.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, you kind of right. Like it don't happen until something it just happens. Like literally a death happens, and now you got to pick up all these pieces.
Yeah, we're not doing no contingency plan. We're not learning in case of emergency plan. Mm-hmm. Because we feel like we're gonna live forever.
Yeah. Bro, you preparing for the future is
a lot of times like we don't want to grow up towards us kids. We don't teach our kids the bare necessities of how to fish, how to understand life, how to comprehend, how to just listen first before you answer.
Yeah, we passing on bad skills. Our bad skills get passed on, and then they ain't got no skills on top of it. It's so crazy to just see kids and they develop.
And all they want to do is get rich. Oh, because that's what they think. They think they get a microphone, they post pictures, they're gonna get rich. They don't know how much work it really goes into doing this.
Yeah. Y'all gonna be out here like them Atlanta folk. You seen that? Them Atlanta folk, it was like 72,000 evictions were issued like this first half of the year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because shit. Number one, people won't work anyway. Inflation's too high. Jobs ain't paying. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody lives separately. You know what I'm saying? But it was mostly black women getting evicted.
Yep.
Then someone gonna say, "Well, it's not black women, it's black men." Because black men are not really most of the homeless population. I mean, we mostly are most of the homeless population per se, because we have no one that's gonna take care of us.
Mm-hmm. Whereas they got shelters and stuff like that more. Yes. So I don't know. Mm-hmm. Bruh. It's hard being a man. And when I say that, it's not to say that it's not hard being a woman. Because I know y'all. Mm-hmm. But I think that we fail to realize the hardships in each other's journey of it.
But we understand theirs because we understand their plight. Because we can't be insensitive to them have to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But the sensitivity only goes one way.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It'll never come our way.
Nope.
Don't never come our way.
Don't you want to go my way?
And I'm even thinking about that the clip of the dude and talking about the stepdad situation. Y'all. Again, y'all. Y'all don't want that for y'all lives. I don't want that for y'all lives. And I'm not saying that these women are not deserving of a man. I'm not saying that. But you have to be in a special mind place to be able to accept going in as a stepdad.
Because you're never going to be first.
It's hard.
Never going to be first.
Never. No matter what you do, you can't do enough things to be first. But I just want y'all to be prepared if y'all are going to go down that road. Like, bruh, you got to be a strong individual. And I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like some of us, we put ourselves in them situations we don't have to.
Yeah.
We don't have to, y'all.
Yeah.
We do not have to. And I know everybody like, oh, we made a connection. It was like, you'd have made plenty of connections throughout your life. However, you still need to choose the best outcome for yourself.
But that's what everyone does. Everyone chooses the best option.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't feel like men choose their best option all the time.
We only choose what's presented to us. We don't feel like it's anything better because we don't see it. Men are practical. Go back to last week, the $300.
$300. What happened? $300.
Well, remember last week when I was saying like going to school shopping.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah.
We only use the options we have available to us.
Do you think it's on a man to put himself in a position to have better options?
Yes.
Okay.
It's all on us.
Yep. Okay.
That's why all the disciplines go into play. Because the better the options is, the better you can broaden your horizons.
Yeah. I was down in Miami for the podcast summit. Shout out to David Shantz. Wonderful event. When I was there, I met a young boy. He was at Morehouse. He going into his junior year at Morehouse. Him and his mom. He reminded me of me and my mom when we go to some of them things. But so he was asking, just telling me he was at Morehouse. I told him when I graduated, and me realizing that it's been a decade since I've been there. He was like, "Oh, you was there not too long? No, it's a decade. I accept it. It's fine." But what I was telling him was, like, take advantage of the opportunity. Like, yeah, I know the grades is important. Your mom not gonna like this, but like, meet as many people as you can, because whatever you want to do, a lot of those people are gonna be your peers.
One call away.
Like, that's the one thing I didn't use.
The resources. Most people don't use their resources
At all. And I'm sitting here like, damn. So, and I wanted to give him that, like, because I wish somebody would have told me that at that point. But I was like, yo, like, I'm gonna tell you this, like, this is important. Like, only thing I would have done different. So I hope he go on and do that. But that's one thing that I've never been able to properly do throughout life, is utilize my resources properly.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing ever. I don't know.
Everybody been in a room with, so that's why when people, one of the things we put up, I don't know what happened to it, but anything, it was talking about people being used. Everybody got used to people around you. That's a report. That's a business. Life's all transactional. So yeah.
Yeah, man. I will say that I am excited for the future, though. Just all the individuals I met this weekend, the people I ran into, getting to meet the 19 Keys and getting to meet, EYL and all them people, and just having some bit of hope for like the future of man and the people who, like, black men specifically, who want to like educate and like help make this thing better.
That's all we can do.
Yeah. Especially at this point. You got to give as much information as we can.
Because the game is
Yeah. Hey, man. Make sure y'all join the movement.
Join.
Make sure y'all come to this side of the enlightenment.
Come
on. Hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all leave a comment. And check us out on the TikTok and the IG page. Because we need that. And you've been doing a live once a week.
Still going.
Live once a week, so you pull up, had a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Ask stuff.
Some people pull up, a lot of people, they got so much smoke on that damn on Twitter.
Boo. I'll be all right. Pull up and enjoy the conversation, join the conversation, and let's do this shit, man.
That's it.
Hey, man, I'm Comedian Lonnie.
I'm the Flash, man.
And we out.
Hey, y'all be good.